O ye handmaids of the Lord, in this century, the century of the Almighty Lord, the day star of the realms above, the light of truth, shineth in its meridian splendor, and its rays illuminate all regions. For this is the age of the ancient beauty, the day of the revelation of the might and power of the most great name. May my life be offered up as a sacrifice for his loved ones. In the ages to come, though the cause of God may rise and grow 100-fold, and the shade of the Sidratul Muntaha shelter all mankind, yet this present century shall stand unrivaled, for it hath witnessed the breaking of that morn and the rising of that sun. This century is verily the source of his light and the dayspring of his revelation. Future ages and generations shall behold the diffusion of its radiance and the manifestations of its signs. Wherefore, exert yourselves, haply ye may obtain your full share and portion of his bestowals. O servant of God, we have noted what thou didst write to Janabi ibn Abhar, and thy question regarding the verse, "Whoso layeth claim to a revelation direct from God ere the expiration of a full 1,000 years, such a man is assuredly a lying impostor." The meaning of this is that any individual who, before the expiry of a full 1,000 years, years known and clearly established by common usage and requiring no interpretation, should lay claim to a revelation direct from God, even though he should reveal certain signs, that man is assuredly false and an impostor. This is not a reference to the universal manifestation, for it is clearly set forth in the holy writings that centuries, nay thousands of years must pass on to completion before a manifestation like unto this manifestation shall appear again. It is possible, however, that after the completion of a full 1,000 years, certain holy beings will be empowered to deliver a revelation. This, however, will not be through a universal manifestation. Wherefore, every day of the cycle of the Blessed Beauty is in reality equal to 1 year, and every year of it is equal to 1,000 years. Consider, for example, the sun. Its transit from one zodiacal sign to the next occurreth within a short period of time, yet only after a long period doth it attain the plenitude of its resplendency, its heat and glory, in the sign of Leo. It must first complete one full revolution through the other constellations before it will enter the sign of Leo again, to blaze out in its full splendor. In its other stations it revealeth not the fullness of its heat and light. The substance is that prior to the completion of 1,000 years, no individual may presume to breathe a word. All must consider themselves to be of the order of subjects, submissive and obedient to the commandments of God and the laws of the house of justice. Should any deviate by so much as a needle's point from the decrees of the universal house of justice, or falter in his compliance therewith, then is he of the outcast and rejected. As to the cycle of the Blessed Beauty, the times of the greatest name, this is not limited to 1,000 or 2,000 years. When it is said that the period of 1,000 years beginneth with the manifestation of the Blessed Beauty, and every day thereof is 1,000 years, the intent is a reference to the cycle of the Blessed Beauty, which in this context will extend over many ages into the unborn reaches of time.